Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Well, one of former President Bill Clinton's mistresses has actually taken to her social media warning friends that she fears for her life. Now, this is the former Miss Arkansas, Sally Miller, and she's posted, "In this election year, if you read I died by committing suicide, don't believe it." Now, she says she's familiar with the Clintons' intimidation tactics since the 90s. This is the time she was physically threatened by a Clinton operative. They actually said they told her to be a good little girl, and they offered her a federal job. If she didn't accept the offer, then they knew that if she went jogging by herself, and they couldn't guarantee what would happen to her pretty little legs. And she just said things weren't very fun for her anymore. They said life was going to get hard for you, girl. Well, now she fears that she is being monitored while at her home and followed while she's visiting the park with her dog. She gives lots of instances where she's basically being gang stalked. She said that people are coming to her door. People all of a sudden want to be her friend. Trucks are going back and forth past her home with the tinted out windows. And she said, "I know it sounds crazy, but this is the exact type of thing that was happening back in the 90s. And she has every reason to be concerned all over again because she's about to release a tell-all book, The Beauty Queen, Let No Good Deed Go Unpublished. She's going to elaborate on her affair with the then Governor Bill Clinton and his numerous vices, including the regular smoking of marijuana and snorting of cocaine." Now, we've interviewed a Clinton insider, Larry Nichols, who has teared open the Clinton machine before. He's also alluded to these vices of the Clintons, as well as the connection there with trafficking cocaine into the United States. Just a colossal list of lies and deception. You can check that out. It's called The New Clinton Chronicles 2015. That's an excellent Larry Nichols interview. But now we have a very influential CEO saying, you know what, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what is printed about Hillary. It doesn't matter what comes out about her, what anyone says. The 2016 presidential election has already been decided. And this is the highly influential CEO, Martin Sorrell. And he says it doesn't matter about Trump. Hillary will win. This has been reported by the DC Whispers website, and they say, you know, he is the single most influential and prominent marketing firm in the world with decades-old ties to the most elite of the elite. He's the head of WPP PLC. Now, they have ties to Fox News, which, just check this out. WPP and its myriad of affiliates represent up to half of all Fox News ad revenue. Clients include corporate giants like Ford, GlaxoSmith, IBM, Microsoft, Nestle, Walmart, Unilever, etc. So these are people who result in tens of millions of dollars in ad revenue, keeping the lights there of Fox News on. And also, of course, pays the salaries of on-air personalities like Megyn Kelly. So when someone like Martin Sorrell signals that it doesn't matter who the Republicans nominate because Hillary Clinton is going to be the next president of the United States, it's a prediction or a threat that should be taken really seriously. And this is something that we actually alluded to in one of our documentaries, Obama Deception, where we talk about Obama and Clinton being swept up into one of these secretive closed-door meetings involving public servants, which means it's being paid for with your tax dollars, where the elite are deciding who will be the next puppet that they're going to roll out for the American people to choose from.
Year after year, Estelin and other reporters like Jim Tucker are able to report on future events with stunning accuracy, all because they know the agenda of the Bilderberg Group. The Bilderberg Group sits at the top of the world power structure. 125 of the richest and most influential individuals on the globe make up its membership. From Istanbul, Turkey to Chantilly, Virginia, we have tracked the elusive Bilderberg Group. Bilderberg always insist on a media blackout. By June of 2008, we had already figured out that Barack Obama was the elite's puppet of choice. The national media claimed that during the weekend the Bilderberg Group was scheduled to meet, that Obama had speaking engagements set for Chicago and the Midwest. We knew better. In a classic bait and switch, the Obama campaign told the press corps to get on Obama's campaign plane and that Obama would join them on the flight to Chicago. Campaign staff then slammed the door shut. The fawning press had been shanghaied as Obama's campaign aircraft lifted off without Obama.
Robert, why were we not told about this meeting and that the senator wouldn't be on our flight until the doors were shut and we were about to taxi to take off?
Again, we had a desire. Senator Obama had a desire to do some meetings. Others had a desire to meet with him tonight in a private way, and that's what we're doing. We set up these meetings. They're being done tonight. Again,
Is there more than one meeting? Is there more than one person with whom?
I'm not going to get into all the details of the meetings. I don't know that I've got a ton more different answers for all of your questions.
Obama wasn't going to Chicago. He had a meeting to attend, a secret meeting.
Initially, it was believed that the secret meeting took place at Clinton's Washington, D.C. home. Obama's spokesman denied that, but won't confirm where the former rivals met. He also declined to comment on their topics of discussion.
For a day and a half, the mainstream media engaged in a wild goose chase, trying to find out where Hillary and Obama had gone. 3 cover stories later, the corporate press had to admit they had no idea where the 2 candidates had gone. And to this day, Clinton and Obama aren't talking.
Plenty of sources knew about this meeting, told us and others that it was at Hillary Clinton's house, but clearly it wasn't.
In 2008, the trail led us to the Westfields Marriott Hotel, right outside Washington, D.C. We just flew into Washington, D.C. We're driving to the Westfields Marriott. Tomorrow, the hotel's closed throughout the week into the weekend for the Bilderberg Group meeting. But we're going to check in the night before. They're going to kick us out tomorrow. So we're going directly into the belly of the beast. The hotel will be filled with at least 5 spy agencies: CIA, Defense Intelligence, Mossad, European Union Security. We checked into the Westfields Marriott 48 hours before hotel guests were scheduled to be thrown out ahead of the annual meeting. The building was nestled in the heart of the military-industrial complex, with the National Reconnaissance Office and Raytheon just a stone's throw away.
Robert David Steele joined the Alex Jones Show today, where he talks about this Clinton cover-up via the mainstream media, and also about the fact that now Bloomberg is wanting to throw his hat into the presidential race. I guess he's jealous of the other billionaire who's up there doing very well, thinking that he can do a better job of implementing the nanny state nationwide. So this is Robert David Steele's take on this Clinton cover-up, and should we be worried about a Bloomberg president?
I believe that it's time now for someone like Governor Kasich and Governor Abbott and maybe even Governor O'Malley to come out and point out to America that 60% of the electoral public has been disenfranchised by the 2-party tyranny. And if we go into a new election, let's say Mike Bloomberg runs, that's actually good because he'll pull votes from Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders, who I consider a fraud. But the bottom line here is we need a clean sheet, fresh start. We need.
By the way, Bloomberg, as you predicted last week, came out 3 days later and said he may run. And, of course, we've also got Biden talking about running now. What's your view on Hillary? I mean, she is in so much trouble. She's having, in fact, we have the video, coughing fits. She looks...
Let me be crystal clear. I think Hillary Clinton is a dishonest, incompetent toad. She has absolutely no redeeming virtues. She kicked Al Gore out of the vice president's office in the old executive office building. She treats people very, very badly. All of my Secret Service contacts say that they will never, ever again work for her. She is a dishonest, mean, cruel, self-centered person. I absolutely think that anybody who votes for Hillary Clinton is an idiot.
I have interviewed Jim Tucker, the late, great Jim Tucker that exposed Bilderberg, which is the secret Davos for new viewers and listeners. He said that they tell people, do not look in her eyes. She doesn't tip. She treats the smallest people and tells them you are scum. She is so hateful even to her staff. They said that, and then I had a chance infiltrating Bilderberg quite a few times. to actually then go back the days after. Now they just close it for days after, so I have trouble, and talk to the staff who wouldn't talk to me, especially English speakers in Virginia, and the police and everybody. And you know, the first few days they won't talk to us, but then after that they go, oh, here's the documents. They're horrible. We've never been treated so bad. These are evil men. It's like a James Bond movie is what they say. That's like, is that Spectre?
I'm running for president. Everyday Americans need a champion, and I want to be that champion. I'm hitting the road to earn your vote, and I hope you'll join me on this journey.
Brain Force is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been on this the last few months. You probably noticed I've been more crazed, more focused, less brain fog, more energy, more special reports, and it's because of Brain Force.
One of the worst things with most energy products is it's not sustainable, right? You're gonna crash, you're gonna feel really bad afterwards. This has a bunch of different antioxidants and compounds and polyphenols.
Everybody's on these drugs to knock their brain out because the brain's so fried.
We kept changing this formula over and over and over again until it became sort of a grand puzzle. For example, the L-theanine inside of it, that is activated by the different compounds in the yerba mate that we put inside of it as well. This just increases the compounds you already have.
This is what you're actually designed to run on.
Exactly.
It's kind of like a car will run on one form of junkie gas, but it runs really good on what it's designed for. You will find Brain Force, Survival Shield X2, and other game-changing products at InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.